Hey guys, this is another episode of the Liverpool Connection podcast, Pub Chat. We're at BD Riley's after a very disappointing first leg loss to Real Madrid 5-2. We're very despondent, obviously after being up 2-0, but hey, you know, we support the team, so we're going to talk about when we win or when we lose, we're going to talk about it and continue to support the team, but very, very disappointing at the very end because obviously Liverpool was up 2-0 in the first, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. We had it all under control. Vinicius come out and hit a really worldly, right? But, we're still in control. And then Alisson has his little gaff there, and it comes 2-2. And I think you just kind of see the belief comes out of the team. I know these guys don't really want to talk about the game either, but we're going to try to muddle through this. So, go ahead, Glenn.
I don't even know where you start. I just don't even know where you start. I think the one where this is absolutely just such a kick in the balls is for 15-20 minutes Liverpool are incredible and Real Madrid are rattled and we're 2-0 up, and obviously you could say the second one is lucky, the fact that the goalkeeper slips, but we're on top, we are creating chances, and then even for the first goal, I feel like the first goal is just, at the time Liverpool we're in an okay defensive position, and you saying before like it's a worldie, but I mean
the finish is, but the build up to that should have been able to happen, right?
I feel like I don't know that the fact that they score at 2-1, they don't deserve to be. It doesn't deserve to be 2-1 at that point because Liverpool have been the better team. Mm-hmm. Yep. I just think at that point, like obviously the second one is just a killer. It's just an absolute killer. I don't know. I'm just gonna go round and round. I don't know if we want to try and stick to the first half, or we're gonna stick with what the fuck we're gonna do. But what have we got?
Honestly, I'm thinking about 40 Towers at the moment, because did you see John Cleese has said he's going to write a new series with his daughter, and I'm wondering whether that's going to be any good or if it's a good idea, because 40 Towers is such a brilliant series and he's going to do a new series about it, and I'm not so sure it's a great idea. What's your thoughts on that?
Never really watched it, to be honest.
Yeah.
You never watched 40 Towers?
Well, Julian's trying to Julian's trying to deflect.
Have you watched 40 Towers?
What?
40 Towers. Have you ever seen it?
I thought you said 40 something.
40. Basil 40.
Yeah, faulty.
Yeah.
Hey, so Julian's trying to deflect because he's going to Madrid tomorrow, so you're going to have to put up with all that bullshit over there. I'm going there in 3 weeks, and instead of being...
Thank Christ I'm not.
being up 2-0 or tied or even down by just one goal, now we got to go do a miracle over there, which is so disappointing, Glenn, that even just to control it and then keep it, the tie in play, even being down just one goal, giving up that goal at the beginning of the second half, whether it was a foul on Gomez or not, you have to play better set-piece defense, and that's been our Achilles heel practically the whole season, that we just not have been able to defend set pieces. I don't know what a one-man wall does for you, and no one just tracks their runner, so...
It's the timing of it as well, isn't it? It's and once again Liverpool conceding goals at the start of halves, whether it be the first half or the second half. Liverpool constantly conceding goals and just being brain dead. Yeah. Like, I'm sick of Liverpool being fucking brain dead this year. I think this one hurts so much worse than like Brentford or Brighton or Wolves. Just because Liverpool looked so good in the first 15 minutes, and like I felt like they just felt really sorry for themselves. And then when the third one, because I'm thinking like, when they've got the second, you're thinking, right, it's 2 each. But if you were to start the game today and said, right, it's gonna be a draw at half time, you take that. Yeah. You take it. You get your composure back and forth. Right, let's get back inside. Let's get composed. You'll get them in. You'll chat with them and stuff. But to give away a goal so cheaply after 2 minutes of the second half, it's just, oh my god.
But if you look back at that goal. The third goal, right? Beginning of the second half. Trent's over there one-on-one Vinicius. And, he's an incredible player. But then he just gets down the line, and then Gomez comes over there.
What's that to do with Trent?
No, I'm just saying that builds up. We didn't come out where
The
to
amount of
defend
times-
as a team
the amount of
at the very
times-
beginning of
Right,
the
but
second half.
The amount of times that Liverpool give the ball away in the middle of the pitch it's criminal.
Mm-hmm.
It's criminal. You keep giving the ball away cheaply in the middle of the pitch, and you've got them. You've got like Modric might be the best centre midfielder in the last 20 years. Just giving him easily, but he's just pinging it for fun out to the wings. It's just
Yeah, and I don't.
I think there's 3 goals. We're just giving the ball away
Yeah.
cheaply in the middle of the pitch. You
I
can't
think
do that against them.
Was it the first or second goal when Bajcetic just could have laid it back to Van Dijk? He tries to hit one to the outside, gets taken.
He's caught on the ball, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gets caught on the ball, and Van Dijk throws his hands up, saying, "Why didn't you pass it back to me?" And then instead of getting back in the structure, he's kind of late to support, and that just totally was a goal that should never happen again. And I think the first 3 goals are like that. Well, shit, all of them. I mean, the 4th goal Fabinho gets the ball away in the middle, and then no one fouls Modric. He somehow goes past.
I think he tries.
Yeah, he tries, but I felt like Klopp could have probably brought somebody else in the midfield earlier, but anyway, it kind of got out of hand fast, didn't it?
It did get
right?
out of hand, and like the thing with these sort of games is, like, as much as if we would have ended today 2-2, you would have been like, oh, fucking hell, like that's the opportunity missed there.
Yep.
Even 3-2, there's at 3-2, you've been 2-0 up. You've got that mentality of trying to go for that, get that next one, but it's. I don't know. It's absolutely impossible, isn't it? It's impossible now. Like,
I will
I
say,
don't know.
Waterloo Records here in Austin has a brilliant vinyl sale at the moment. Do you ever go into Waterloo Records, Wilson?
When I had 45s and 33s. Yeah.
When you had?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, you haven't been in there?
And who I feel bad today is I know that Gomez is going to take a lot of stick because, making the foul, the one that gets deflected off him, and
It's not just Don Gomez.
I know it's not, but he'll get a lot of the things.
It's not individual players. It's all over the place, isn't it? But I don't know.
You know what's disappointing though is that prior to this fixture, no one was really giving us a chance. But then to go 2-0 up and then lose it like we did today, it is so disappointing because we were in there. We were in the tie, man.
I'll tell you what's disappointing, but also, gotta laugh at yourself and all that. Liverpool scored 2 goals today. The first one I didn't celebrate because VAR's basically ruined the whole game, and I was convinced it was offside, so I didn't celebrate it. And the second one I didn't see. So Liverpool scored 2 goals today, and didn't even get to enjoy it, really. But can't make it up. But I don't know. It's so hard to do this. It's so hard to do this and speak any type of sense. Not that we usually do anyway, but yeah. You gonna say anything that's actually football related, or you're just gonna chat?
I don't know what the point is. I'm still processing how much of a mental collapse happened after those 2 goals winning, because we started really well.
And I think you're right. It is mental.
And then the biggest thing for me was our heads went down, and it looked like it's something we haven't really seen under Klopp. And after and this is a really good Real Madrid side, yeah. We played against Everton, who are dreadful. We played against Newcastle, who have been really good this season, but have a number of injuries, suspensions, right? So, and then of course there was the red card, and so 2 good results. And okay, cool. Now the season start, but it's not.
And it did.
It's
the
not
first 20
necessarily the
minutes
score, right? Yes, the score's probably most likely, nearly definitely, maybe putting us out of the Champions League. It's the manner of the manner of how it happened, because it didn't have to happen, and it was all through our own errors. Madrid were really good, no doubt whatsoever, but we shot ourselves in the foot in that game. We really did.
So I was saying to the fellow next to me, sorry to cut you off, but like their response was really good.
Yes.
But I even felt like, I'm just gonna sound mad, but I didn't feel like they were even that great, if you know what I mean. Like,
they had
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm not saying they didn't play well. But what I'm saying is, like, constantly really shit, easy, cheap giveaways all the time. I mean, the Alisson one is the Alisson one. You could say that's the same as the Courtois one, right? They both rule each other out.
Yep.
But you've got that one. But some of the goals they like, it was just piss poor, man.
Would you say that? I think all the goals except for the Vinicius one, a lot of, and the Vinicius was all of the goals that we conceded. It felt like were caused by us. We could have not allowed those goals to happen, and that's the biggest thing that I take away from this game is that we had them there. We go 2-0 up early, and then they get a couple of goals back, and in second half you're expecting let's come out. And second half it was fucking dreadful. Like the effort wasn't there. It looked like we were tired. Our heads were down.
It's mentally goose from going 2 up and going 2 each.
And I don't know. It's
what's surprising is that some of the substitutions when they happen, but it's really hard to gauge that game at that point when Jota comes in and Firmino comes in and Elliott comes in. It's already 5-2 at that point, so it's hard to do that.
The midfield was a bit of an issue. I think your boy Badgertic, I think he struggled a little bit today. No surprise, he's 18 and he's against one of the best midfields on the planet, and he wasn't ready for this type of game. And
he did a lot of good things, but the mistakes he made led to goals, right?
So. Against one of the top midfields in the world, and that's totally expected to happen. The problem is we didn't have a real option on the bench, right? That Klopp had confidence in. Otherwise, I'm sure the change would have been made earlier, but we didn't have really a good option to make that change. So in a way, I can see why he didn't change it, but it was a big problem. The midfield didn't work. While saying that, I thought Fabinho was the best of the three.
Yeah, but hang on a minute, 1 second, because I do agree. But hang on a minute. The first 20 minutes, Liverpool were incredible, and you've got to say that all over the pitch, Liverpool were incredible. After that, there was a collapse in general. But you're right. He's got an incredible future. I can't believe he's actually played that long in the game. For me, I mean, I would have probably took Bajcetic off after maybe 60 minutes, to be honest with you, or even before that. But
I mean, he did get a knock right before halftime, so I thought maybe that'd be a good time to bring in Keita, who I know no one likes him, but he is a professional player that has experience in the Champions League and has had performances. But so it just, to me, it was kind of like interesting that Klopp didn't make changes in the midfield till late when you can tell they were tired.
Do you know what else? Something that's really funny. I haven't told you this because you were sitting over on the other side, but I had a bet today. Right? I had a bet Liverpool 2-0. Salah at Núñez to score first. So it was 2-0 at one point. I also had a bet.
I heard him tell you to cash out.
I couldn't because my mate had it on and he was in the ground. I also had Salah to score 2 and Núñez to score 2. So after 15 minutes, I'm going, cha-ching. Fucking typical, honestly. Never win a bet to save my life. Anyway, should we wrap this up? Because I'm going to go coach children now. Being the biggest prick in Flugel.
Hey, so hopefully your children are like my kids. They know I'm a Liverpool dude, right? So on games like this, they will come to practice. They'll wear their fucking Real Madrid shit. They'll like, hey, coach, did you see the Liverpool game? I'm like, yeah, fuck off, dude. I did. I don't need you. Now go fucking run.
Yeah. All right, let's end this because Austin traffic and we have nothing else to say.
No.
Apart from to be miserable, which people
I'll
don't
tell you
watch.
one thing we do want to say. No, just 1 second. Okay, subscribe, and also check out our podcast with Paul Walsh that's going on.